Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here in Valrico, Florida. I just got back from about an hour and a half walk and jumped in the swimming pool, ate a little breakfast. There's a tropical storm over on the east coast of Florida right now, and we're getting a little breeze here from it, but no rain yet. I'm Scott Rank. Welcome to the Best You. We're going to turn the corner a little bit. All the videos before this, we've been journeying to the core. And now we're going to turn the corner and start looking at what it's like to live from a healthy core. So I'm really excited to share this first video with you. It's probably one of the words I hear most by non-Christians, and I'm going to talk about judge not lest ye be judged. We're actually going to do about a 6-verse Bible study this morning, a little unusual, but I really want to explain Matthew 7 to you. So stay with me. We'll be back in a couple minutes and go through that passage together. I think everybody would agree with me. We're living in some really tumultuous times in our country. It's really easy to be angry. You love Trump or you hate Trump. You're pro-mask or you're not wearing a mask come hell or high water. For Black Lives Matter, against Black Lives Matter. There's all kinds of stuff in our country right now to divide us. And honestly, the church sometimes falls on hard times. There's kind of a real move away from Christianity in our culture. The whole LGBTQ plus community has a lot of resentment towards Christianity a lot of times. And I want to tell you, I believe we are the stimulus and what we see is the response to us. And so this verse is used quite a bit, Matthew chapter 7. Somebody may have never darkened the doors of the church, but they know the words, judge not lest you be judged. So what exactly was Jesus teaching in that passage? And I believe if we're going to live a healthy life from the core, we need to fully grasp the message of Matthew chapter 7. So I'm going to have to read a little bit, but in the first verse it says, judge not. And the idea of that verse is not that we can't discern, not that we can't have our own thoughts and feelings, but judging means to condemn. And so the concept that we're going to learn in this passage is we don't have any right to condemn somebody else without doing the hard work on ourselves first. And we still are not going to have the right to condemn somebody, but that desire will go away when you do the hard work on yourself. So if you're a graceless, judgmental, and harsh person, and you call yourself a Christian, it's like you're wearing a billboard on your head that says, you know what, I've never really looked too hard inside myself yet. I've not gone through this video series and done the journey to the core, and I've not learned how my red zone can allow me to do anything on this planet. I can commit any sin that there is to commit. If you've never looked into your own hurt zone and seen all the hurt that's been inflicted to you and then you've inflicted on others, then you're probably going to be a pretty harsh person because you're already angry from all this stuff that's down inside of you. So Jesus asked this question, why do you worry about a speck in your friend's eye when you've not done the work to take the log out of your own eye first? I think it's interesting that the material is made up of the same stuff. The friend has a speck of sawdust in their eye, you got the whole log. So he says, go to work on getting the log out of your own eye first. And when you do the hard work of introspection and letting the Word of God judge you, when you see who you really are apart from Christ, and you've done all that hard work, then what Jesus teaches is this. Then you will be given this gift of discernment. Literally, you will be able to see through. then you will be able to help your friend remove the speck from their eye. So now you're no longer standing in judgment of your friend, but now you're coming alongside your friend and walking through their struggle with them, and you're filled with compassion and empathy. You're not judging them because you know yourself. You know your battles. You know what you're capable of. You know what your spiritual Achilles heel is. And theirs may be different than yours, but it doesn't mean you don't have one. And then he ends the passage by saying, but ultimately there's going to be some people, even if you approach them in a gentle and kind way, even if you come alongside of them and really care about them, even if you are desirous to help, there are some people at this stage of their life that are not willing to be helped. And so he says you have to be discerning enough where to spend your time and where not to spend your time. So a Christian that's done the hard work on themselves will never be judgmental of another person. But we will be moved with compassion. We will be filled with empathy. We will recognize that there are multitudes of different struggles out there that have happened because we were born into a fallen world. And your struggle might be different than my struggle. But we need to help each other. We need to love each other, come alongside each other, carry one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. Hey, this is Scott Rank for The Best You. I hope you'll find these thoughts helpful and practical. Do the hard work on yourself first, and wow, you will become way more powerful at being a listening ear, a kind and helping, loving friend to those in your circle of influence. Subscribe to my channel. Come on back. We're going to get some more practical tips on how to live a healthy life out of this redeemed core. Have a great day.